Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Police are investigating how a woman walking down the street near the Southern Highlands neighborhood was fatally shot over the weekend. Police say they were called Sunday night near South Valley View Boulevard when someone shot the woman from inside a vehicle and drove off. The woman died in the hospital. Anyone with info can call police. Over in Summerlin, a man is behind bars again after allegedly dancing naked on the street in front of his house. Michael Stangenthal faces a felony charge of indecent exposure after he was arrested and sent to a psychiatric facility for indecent exposure in 2019. He's due in court on Tuesday. And the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign is shining blue for Child Abuse Prevention Month. Clark County commissioners in Olive Crest, Nevada say it's a serious problem, with 13,000 investigations last year in Nevada. To report signs of child abuse, call the number on your screen. And possibly no more natural grass at the Las Vegas ballpark, according to the Aviators president, due to the potential for the Aviators and the Oakland A's to temporarily share the space. He says the field couldn't take the beating of more than 150 games a season, so he's working on a cost estimate for artificial turf. That quote, the new artificial turf that they have in Texas at the Ranger Stadium is getting rave reviews. And this whole deal, the A's relocation search, made us start thinking about a few things. The A's plans include a groundbreaking at the Tropicana and Dean Martin site next year and playing at the new ballpark by 2027. In entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Irish rock band U2 visits the MSG Sphere ahead of their ticket sales. Review Journal's John Katsamidis has more.
We've been reporting for months that U2 will open at the Sphere on September 29th and 30th. We have 5 shows set, including October 5th and then 7th and 8th so far as the opening performances at the Sphere. Tickets start at about $140 and that's without fees. We're looking for more dates, maybe double this amount, but for right now, U2 and the Sphere are a go in September and we will be there to rock out.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. A warm night in the 80s, set to cool to the 70s in a few hours, then 60s overnight with clear skies. Then sun, and more sun. On Tuesday, a high of 83 and low of 59 degrees with around 20-mile-per-hour winds. Similar temps on Wednesday with the breezes fading a bit. Starting Thursday, we may hit the 90s through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So time to slather on the sunscreen.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the mobile app today. Gervonta Tank Davis handed Ryan Garcia the first loss of his professional career here at the T-Mobile Arena on Saturday night. Davis finished Garcia via knockout in the 7th round, landing a body shot that King could not recover from in their 136-pound super fight. As for who's next, Davis said he hasn't settled on any name just yet.
We just got to go back to the drawing board and then we'll see what's the best decision for my career.
In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. A nearly $4 billion grant is being sought for the Vegas to SoCal high-speed rail system. Last week, Brightline and NDOT applied for $3.75 billion in grant money, a federal-state partnership program, part of the U.S. infrastructure bill. The remaining cost would be through private activity bond allocations from Nevada and California, and private capital. This $12 billion Brightline West project is reportedly on track to break ground later this year. Plus, a popular Korean grocery store chain is set to open in Las Vegas. H Mart is showcasing banners of its arrival outside a building at the southeast corner of Sahara Avenue and Decatur Boulevard. No word yet on an opening date. Stay tuned for updates.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Carolina is a -165 favorite over New York on Tuesday at William Hill Sportsbook to close out the Islanders in Game 5 of their NHL first-round playoff series. The total is 5, with the over a -140 favorite. In other Game 5s, the Oilers are -240 favorites over the Kings to take a 3-2 series lead after Edmonton rallied from a 3-0 deficit in Sunday's 5-4 overtime win over Los Angeles. The total is 6.5.
In Health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital. We're here for you when you need us. A Las Vegas woman enduring exhausting chemotherapy wants to know that in the end, she can shorten the suffering of her death if she wishes. Review Journal's Renee Summerour explains how she has become one of the faces in Nevada's debate over assisted suicide.
For me, be part of my medical options.
57-year-old Brooke Bracey feels that chemotherapy won't curb her terminal pancreatic cancer, but buys her more time. But she nor her family wants to see her suffer.
And I do feel like medical aid in dying, compassion and choice is a medical option that Nevadans want.
The Nevada Senate, in a 11-10 vote, approved Senate Bill 239, which allows medical providers to prescribe legal medication to terminally ill patients that they can self-administer. The bill now goes before the Nevada Assembly for further consideration. Opponents of the legislation argue that more vulnerable members of society could be pressured into making such a choice. One such opponent, Brianna Hammond, who has cerebral palsy, has testified against similar bills.
If the death penalty makes racism and errors of the legal system permanent, then assisted suicide makes ableism and errors of the medical system permanent.
In the U.S., 10 states and the District of Columbia have authorized medical aid in dying, including California and Oregon.
Now to one of the largest student-run farmers market in the nation, happening in downtown Summerlin.
I got mint and tomatoes.
The Mirage's culinary team visited Green Our Planet's Farmers Market Friday. The goal? For students to learn about nutrition and conservation in partnership with the Las Vegas Grand Prix Foundation, Bank of Nevada, CCSD United Way, and Sprouts Healthy Communities Foundation. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. See you tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.